Welcome to Gospel Fellowship, where the Word of God comes alive with fire and power. This is your home for anointed gospel ministrations from men and women of God across the globe, specially brought to you by Gospel Hub Team to revive your spirit, strengthen your faith, and transform your life. If this ministration bless you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Some maybe 2 years ago, Darasimi was just born, and Darasimi is a very peculiar, special child. So when Pastor said, I said, this girl, yeah, you followed me here. So if you want to, so she doesn't like, she hates sleeping. She wants to be alive, to be seeing everything going on. Now, I'll give you an example. So what I'm saying can make sense. Imagine you have a 5-year-old. You come back from work and you see the 5-year-old. Other children are playing. The 5-year-old just sat on the staircase and is just deep in thoughts. And after every 10 seconds, the 5-year-old will do. So you know, it was time to eat. You told the 5-year-old, please come and eat your food. The child said, no food today. No food today. It's okay. Maybe he's just having an episode. Okay. 5 hours, 6 hours. This child is not eating. So you go to the child. What's wrong? Why are you not eating? You did not play today. What's happening? The child will do it again. Say, you have to stop this. Talk to me. And the child says, school fees. So you say, School fees. Talk loud. School fees. So you ask the child, what happened to school fees? Say, how do I pay for my school fees? You know that child is not a child, it's an oracle. you know how weird that is? Why is it weird? Because children are provided for. Now, you already get the point. When you worry, don't say God is not a good father. You are not behaving like child. That worry thing is disqualifying you from receiving. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So don't let us say God is not a good father if we are not good children. A child is as rich as the father. If you see a child come down from Range Rover, he's too broke to buy it. Am I correct? He has nothing, but he's as rich as his dad. What if you thought like that? I'm trying to give you an application. I'll give you another one. What a child receives is inheritance, not wages. So if you have the mindset that I work for God's love, you are not in sonship. I have to do something. Are you getting? We don't act for God to act. We react because He has acted. We are not trying to get. Did you get? Are you understanding? Let me give you an example with myself so you understand what I'm saying. Some maybe 2 years ago, Darasimi was just born, and Darasimi is a very peculiar, special child. So when Pastor said, I said, this girl, yeah, you followed me here. So if you want to, so she doesn't like. She hates sleeping. She wants to be alive, to be seeing everything going on. So the Lord had told me, that I should intensify more in prayer. I typically wake up, and from before I go anywhere, I'll put in my time for prayer. But I got that word, so I had this nudge that I would just do maybe 3 hours more in the midnight, maybe from 12 to 3. So I told my wife I would leave the room and I would be somewhere in the other room praying. Said, okay. So the first day, I started praying. 30 minutes in, I slept off. The second day, about 20-30 minutes in, I also slept off. By the way, I was telling you, this is me that, I was very used to praying long. So I was just very hard on myself. And you see, there's a way you'll be condemning yourself. Devil will give you scriptures. And you will think he's God. So I started hearing in my spirit, can't you watch with me an hour? I say, hey. So that thing was disturbing me all through the day. So God being so gracious to me that day, the third day, I was in the room with Darasimi. So I had to pat her, make sure she slept. I had to check because any small thing she'll wake up, you start the process again. So I patted her, and I was sure she was sleeping. I called her name, and she didn't wake up. I said, good. So as I was about to drop her in the cot where she was, on the bed where she was, as I dropped her and I left, because remember, all through I was saying that, can't you watch with me 1 hour? And I was condemning myself that I can't even pray. And God is now chastising me with word. Which kind of thing is this? Why am I sleeping? That night, as I went back to the prayer place, the Holy Spirit just asked me. He said, when your daughter slept in your arms, you were happy. But when you slept, you thought I was angry. Is that slave mindset? Is that slave mindset? My own child slept in my arms. For me, I interpreted it as safety. But I slept doing prayer, God is angry. Is that, and many Christians think like this, where they cannot experience the freedom in God. Is it condemning myself that will make me pray? Because now I'm entering that prayer with the anxiety of I will not sleep. I've changed the focus from receiving to I must not sleep. Let me give you another story. So I moved to Georgia, and where I was staying, my wife was staying about 30-35 minutes from me. So now, when I wake up like that, I have my routine. There's something I must do first, which is, what every Christian typically will want to do, pray and all that. But I watched a movie the night before, and in that movie, they did breakfast in bed. But unfortunately, this person is not by my bed. So I said, what can I do? So I said, okay, early in the morning, once I wake up like that, I'll go to Walmart. I'll buy sausage. I'll buy baked beans. Don't you say, I've only done it once, maybe twice. So don't give me, don't think I'm nice. Yeah. So I went to Walmart. I bought the bread. I know she said something about French toast and all that. I bought the toast because I don't have anything. I sure bought it there. I watched YouTube videos. I did this stuff. And, I put all the things I could put here and there and made the egg and drove 35 minutes down to a house, knocked, dropped it. So I brought it out and she opened the door. I gave it to her. Her mom was like, yes. Anyways, I gave it to her and she was like, oh, thank you. Do you want to come in? I said, no, I have not prayed. I have to go. She said, oh, okay, bye-bye. So I'm in the car. I'm driving back home. And the Holy Spirit told me, because you can't get me to wake up that early, first of all. But I had to wake up that early because I have to meet my time for prayer, because it's an appointed time with God. So I had to wake up extra early. I don't know if you're getting what I'm saying. And I'm not a morning person. But I left, and you know what I was saying in the car before the Holy Spirit? I said, wow, I feel very fulfilled. I was saying that in the car as I was playing my music. I said, wow, I feel very fulfilled. I think I should do this often. I felt very nice. I feel like a nice guy and all that. The Holy Spirit now asked me, he said, were you stressed? I said, no. Then I let it slide. Now, something happened. I was just preaching and this just came to my mind. I did it out of my will. Imagine my wife tells me, maybe we have an issue now. Maybe we are fighting or having something. And she now calls me and say, by 6:30 in the morning, I want you to go to Walmart, buy me sausage, buy me egg. If I do it, I will do it with stress. Why? It's not the action. So I'm trying to say that you can serve and be stressed, and you can serve from love. People burn out because of their mindset. They burn out because they are not working from God, they are working for God. is the mentality. And you can easily pick that mindset, because when trouble comes, they'll say, after all I've done, you see that you see where you were serving from. How can this be happening to me? But I serve. Is that mindset.